to reach here, guys, like from having that road accident and seated here just talk to you guys, I feel like it's a miracle. You know, I would have either died in that road accident or personally killed myself. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and press that notification bell to get my videos when I upload. So guys, I'm just from telling you how I got into a road accident, and I hope that video has encouraged you. So apparently that was just what can I say, a storytelling emotion. Now let's go now to after the accident, life after the road accident. That's where you're going to learn a lot. And in this channel, it's called the Enlightenment Show. It's all about talking about life issues, our emotions, our mental health. You get enlightened, motivated, and inspired in life. I chose mental health because this is my part of study, my area of study. I'm a counseling psychologist, and at the same time, I love inspiring young ladies and men in this generation of ours. A lot is going on. A lot is going on. Sometimes I normally feel like to ask my parents, like, have you ever feel depressed? But they never knew what depression was, so they might have felt depressed at one point, but they never knew what it was. Yeah. Today, I don't have my scarf. Here is the wound, by the way. You see, it's that ugly and beautiful at the same time. To reach here, guys, like from having that road accident and seated here just talk to you guys, I feel like it's a miracle. You know, I would have either died in that road accident or personally killed myself. Where the pain, have you ever prayed to God like, God, just remove this pain from me? Or you want to sleep and never wake up the next morning, not because people don't love you, not because you don't have a family, not because you, yani, imagine I would have left everything around me at this moment because of how I felt from inside. It's not a matter of what's going on around me, you know, it's what mattered, it's how I felt from inside. The pain, the grief, the anger, the thoughts. Oh my God. I used to talk about depression, but I've never ever been in such a situation. So after the accident, I went back home. If you haven't watched my videos, just go back because I'm not repeating anything. I'm not going to repeat anything. So after the accident, I went back home, and that night I cried. You remember I told you I never cried on that scene, but that night I cried. I cried just to ask God, why did you even save me? If I was to look like this, you guys, imagine from this to that, whatever you saw, I cried. Then, as in me being in a road accident, I felt like I've always been God's favorite, you know, like there's no time I've ever complained. I got born again some years ago. I was happy. You remember I told you my life was at the peak. Like that's the time I resigned from my work. After resigning, I saved money. I went for event. I even booked a ticket to go to Coast. By the way, that's one thing that I didn't tell you guys. So I just wanted to be happy. I cried asking God, like, don't I deserve to be happy? So that night I cried just to ask God, why did you allow this to happen? I felt betrayal because, you know, I was born again. I was angry with him. I didn't regret why I went for that tour because people do go. Ajali haina kinga. So guys, experiencing something that really hurt you so much, you experience anger and betrayal and for some reason hopelessness, and you wish you would have died at that time, you know, because the pain is too much to bear that you don't know what's ahead of you, you know. And one thing I came to understand is that as human beings, this body is the body, but what makes us wake up every day and walk to and go to work is the inner us, you know, that motivation, the drive, the psyche, you know, that's us. I'm telling you, I was broken. If I say I was broken, it means that Diana was no longer there. You know, the lady who used to be aggressive, the lady who used to be hardworking, who used to be optimistic, the lady who used to trust, to believe. Everything went on that road. It went with that road. And that's what we call emptiness. If you have never been empty, emptiness and hopelessness, it's like you are living dead. It's just this body. You can see someone doing things, but from inside is nothing. And that's why we normally say suicidal thoughts come in. Hopelessness comes in. You trying to understand why you are alive, you can't even figure out why. You're like, oh, it's another morning, I'm awake. Let me just do something. Let me just wake up. Let me just drink tea. I have to eat to survive. I'm laughing out of pain. You know, I've never been in a situation like I just want to sleep and vanish. So this day I was like telling myself, if this was America, I would just wake up one day and go to Texas. You see those movies that somebody wakes up and go to LA to start a new life? That was the imagination. Now I was thinking like, should I wake up and go to Turkana? I'm making a lot of jokes in this video, and I should be serious educating people what it means. So it happens. I'm here to tell you like such a time happens. And what motivated me most is the feeling of if I could have died, I could be selfish. And also talking to someone, you know, talking to someone helped me. Like you know, my family, yes, they were there, and because they were there, it seems everything was okay. They didn't understand how I was feeling, you know. For them it's like, oh wow, you're alive. That was already enough for them. But it wasn't. I was a walking dead. Yeah, that was me. I was walking dead. Yeah, so talking to someone about how you're feeling and what's going on in your mind, it's very important. Talking to people, it's one thing that really helped me, but not everybody, you know, because anytime somebody asked me where are you or what happened, the first story it was about the safety belt. You would have worn safety belt. And guys, now let me go to what you should never tell someone when they're in such a situation. First thing, never tell them what they would have done as in time has passed. This is not a time to tell someone that this is what you could have done or not do. I'm still angry about that, you know. The second thing, don't try to feel you are the one who is educated in that situation and try now to show them next time, you know. No one hopes for the worst. Even if it's next time, we don't wish an accident to happen, you know. Then the third thing is that if somebody you know, talks to you about something, don't feel, I don't want to tell you don't feel, but don't forsake them. Always try to reach to them and ask them, yes, how are you doing? Just how are you doing? That's enough. Or is there something you love to share? Keeping it a secret and involving a few trusted people helped me, because I had that space to heal. You know, some people will always force you to heal. Like they will tell you, ai kwani wewe si hiyo kitu ilipita, haujaipona, you know. Like they will make you feel your grief is taking too long and it's like a burden to them. You understand? I appreciate such people, few people. When I say people, I don't mean 10, just 2 people, 3, who are there to help me come out of such a situation. So after feeling that for a long time, being at home, and I am used to staying at my place, it was like a sick bay. You understand that sick bay of high school, whereby like it's like an admission. So the reason I came back to my place is so that I can be able to move on from that environment of sympathy, from that environment of being taken care of, and that attention. So me coming back at home is just to get a hold of myself, like to get out of my comfort zone so that I can face the reality. My reality was, I'm living alone. I'm the one to go to work. I'm the one to cook for myself. I'm the one to dress myself. I'm the one to wake up to take a shower. I'm the one to spread my bed. I'm the one to clean my house. That was my reality. Because what happens, many people, when they enter into such a space, they normally sink into an environment where they want sympathy, they want comfort, they want their attention, not knowing that even those people who are around you, they might be feeling they are getting drained. At the end of the day, guess what? Even if I would have died that day, even if whatever would have happened to me, the sun would have risen and sunset. Like, how am I going to explain that life moves on? I would see my sister going to gym. I would see my brother, it's time to work, going to work. I would see, and I'm not saying that they would have stayed, their life should be stuck because of mine, but life has to move on. That's why I had to move on. You see, these are some of the steps that people don't know, but as a psychologist, I put them into practice because I was aware of what I'm feeling and my environment. You understand? And nothing good like if you understand what is going on around you and what you're feeling inside you, So after coming back to my place, it was kind of lonely, and that's when reality started hitting me.